Well, here we are driving up to the beautiful Johnsen estate. Naturally, there's bicycles and balls and everything. I want you to notice, though, that this beautifully, freshly painted house. And of course, the Nissan, mightily sitting outside. Let's see if I can take you over and maybe give you the grand tour here. The painting job was done, well, Gail and the kids were getting tornadoed on. So that's kind of fun. As you can probably see, there's a shiny side over here and a not so shiny side. That's because the store ran out of the flat paint, and so this one side of the house is semi-gloss, but no one will ever notice. You can see the beautiful garden spot back here. Doesn't look like much of a garden now. Gail says it looks like 8 burial plots. Oh, that gives me an idea. These are some little trees that Grandpa Johnson and I planted when he visited, I guess it was in November about 3 years ago. So those have been coming along pretty nicely. We did build a house right in back of us here. That was a source of major concern. I remember when we first moved here, this whole hillside was over here, where you can see where it's all kind of smoothed down. They came over here with a bulldozer and just kind of bulldozed that thing right down. And at one time, that was more of a ridge, and it looked more like all this does over here. But I think it was when Grandma Fay was here, I guess Thane was being born, so it was, he's almost 5. Can you believe it already? Anyway, they came in here with a bulldozer and just kind of bulldozed that hillside down. And then a couple years ago, they put this house back up here. I don't think it really hurt the appearance really at all. You'll see the wonderful playhouse. You'll notice I have had to build a new swing there. I guess that's all right. A few minor repairs. This is the scene of our sand filter and septic system that we had to dig up and replace not too long ago. I really am proud of this deck. When we moved here, you can see that there's the basketball pole at the end. Then there's a kind of a pole there in the middle, a support pole. And then the deck really ended on the second pole from the left-hand side. And we knew that we needed some sort of stairs coming down because the kids would climb over that deck and skinny down that pole. And so I guess a couple years ago I came out here and did a marvelous work and a wonder. Added on about I guess a 8 foot by 10 foot or 8 foot by 8 foot, I'm not sure what it was, addition there, and then built those stairs coming down. I was pretty proud of that. I thought that was a really fine piece of work. If Grandpa Johnson and I, when we lived in Gillette, Wyoming, we built that picnic table over there, and that thing's held together pretty well. It's got about 19 different colors of paint on it because every time we moved to a different house, we painted a new color. So now it's this beautiful blue color. I really like it. Well, let me go back around to the other side here. It's really funny, you know, notice how crooked this little extra pad of cement is. When we moved here, there wasn't any cement there at all. Kind of funny that they would build it like that. This is the back of our house, and there we have another view. all these little trees here. There's a couple more trees that Grandpa Johnson and I planted. When we moved here, this tree was probably not much higher than 5 feet tall, and it was just a huge bush. So I got out there with my saw and kind of picked out a branch that looked like the best one, and be darned if it hasn't grown in a pretty good tree. This thing completely died out when we moved in, and so I didn't do anything to it, and pretty soon another kind of bushy thing came out, and I picked out the best looking one and trimmed that back to all the rest, and I think now it's going to be a pretty decent little tree when it finally goes. Here's the back end of the house. This is probably the hardest part to paint, getting up in that peak and then steadying the ladder on this slope. It's not all that very easy. Every once in a while we'll get out here with the hedge bushes and trim that big bush, trying to keep that nicely shaped. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job of it or not. Anyway, you sort of get the drift of how the house looks here. Maybe we can go up and see if Gail's there. Now, hi Gail.
Hi.
You want to show our guests around?
Yes. We thought that we would make a memory of our house for ourselves and also for a few of our family who haven't been able to be here. So we're going to invite you into our house today and show you around. And then as we go to each room, we're going to spotlight certain children and some of the things they wanted to do on the Christmas tape. So you can come in now. Maybe we should introduce Chicago.
Oh yeah, where's Chicago?
There's Chicago. Chicago! Chicago! Chicago!
This is our famous stray cat.
Oh, stray cat. This is Chicago, and she's our earthquake watch cat. And we're watching her to see if there's going to be an earthquake. And so far she's fine. And now we'll go in the house. After you.
Oh, thanks.
Living room first. We should turn on the light. This is our living room. Turn on a couple of lamps here. This is the place where we keep some of the things that are valuable to us. The anniversary clock from Grandma, the little teapot that Paul brought us from Korea, our shell from Hawaii, and some other miscellaneous things, the scent things Jan gave us. But as you can see, we are still in the baby years because we only have to that row. The rest is so that children won't pull it off the shelf. What else do we want to show them, Gary?
Oh,
We want to
I guess we can kind of zoom
let's go down the
around.
hall to our bedroom.
We'll zoom around here the rest of the room.
We've moved our living room around a little bit so that the sofa table is not in the living room since Thanksgiving. Just as a change, we've moved the sofa table into the hall, and it's been a nice change. So if Gary wants to go down the hall and into our bedroom, we can see our bedroom.
Oh, there's Karen. Hi, Karen.
But now I'm
There's
killed
our bedroom.
because I cleaned up my room.
Want to say anything about our bedroom in here while I give her?
We, when we first moved here, we weren't very rich, but we had been saving up for quite a while to buy some new bedroom furniture, and so we have really enjoyed this piece of furniture. We have a TV in there, and then when we're not using it, it sort of hides away. Of course, this is the thing I really like. I've always wanted to have a kind of a stereo system in the bedroom, and I finally found everything I needed on sale at Walmart.
Yeah.
I got these crummy little speakers, one in the corner and one over here, and there's nothing like just laying in bed and listening to good music. I just love it.
And
We like this furniture. It's oak, and we think it really It's really been durable.
All right, let's go back down the hall to
Here's
the kitchen and the dining room.
the old desk that Grandpa Johnson had. I guess that's one of the things that I got when he and Grandma passed away. And I really use it a lot and enjoy it.
Okay, let's go down the hall, Dad. You want to go down the hall and we'll look at the kitchen. We'll show them our big map and let them in the room.
This is where most of the eating takes place. There's our new clock. When Grandpa Larson died, we were left with $140, and so we got something that we wanted to remember him by, and so that's what that clock looks like.
Yeah, right.
Grandma Johnson will be interested in that. Here's our kitchen. See, we got quite a bit of counter space.
Right, yeah, right.
Bring someone into the kitchen. Shut the door, Zane.
Oh, hi Zane.
Granny.
That's our new microwave. It's our new microwave. We've had to replace a lot of things this year. One thing we really enjoyed is this map. This is maybe it doesn't look too big, but that little sucker is a huge map. It's probably I don't know, 7 feet tall and 10 feet or 8 feet wide. It's big anyway.
Okay, let's go in here. We don't want to make this so long. Into our room that is supposed to be a dining room, but we've never gotten dining room furniture.
Yeah, we've never quite
That's
afforded
good.
that yet. So
Because we don't have a place for the children to play.
we got a little foosball here.
A table for games.
There's
We're going to go open the Nintendo place, Jossie.
we
Might
have
have gotten all crowded in here.
a little
This is where they
TV
play
here.
Nintendo, Jocelyn's Playhouse, and the computer.
This computer. This is my pride and joy.
Yeah.
This is where Gary spends all of his time.
I
Free
love
time.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy, do you want to, what we're going to do is go back and show you Karen's room, and then we're going to start tomorrow and do a day in the life of Karen. And so we'll just do a little bit more today, and then we'll, what about the downstairs? Do we need to go downstairs?
Yeah, probably we
Yeah, it's a
should.
mess
Let's do the
down
downstairs
there.
first. It's a mess down there, is what I hear from Jocelyn.
Uh-oh.
No, only the bean.
Let's stop a minute and make a decision.
Only the bean bags on the floor.
Might be interesting to watch our little wizard. We have a wizard, and his name is Zane. And some of you may have heard of the story of the wizard. Anyway, Zane is our wizard Nintendo player, and he just loves to play Nintendo on Saturday.
Well, the most thing I like to do is watch TV. That's all I like. To me, Dad.
I am. Where I'm doing you right now. Hi.
Well, all I like is TV.
You can see that some people say that you don't get a lot of exercise playing Nintendo,
That's right.
but Zane does get a lot of exercise. You'll notice how the shoulders move from side to side. Well, let's see if we can make it downstairs now. There we are.
Gary? Clayton, I want you to do something for me right now. I want you to
Long
take that
way
box.
over there, isn't it? Well, let's see if we can make it downstairs. We really enjoy our bookshelves down here. And there's Gail.
How about turning that off for one more minute?
All right. Gotta have everything sort of cleaned up, huh?
A little cleaned up would be good.
Okay. Okay, we go down the stairs, and obviously the first thing we see is the bookcases with all of our church books.
And other books. We have a lot of other books. This is our family room. And this is where we come sometimes to watch TV and play games. And try not to break the lamps. which you can see are in bad shape from various and sundry games that have been played down here.
I've
And a piano for an extra piano player can play in the morning. And the old piano we had in Wyoming.
we have our world books back here.
Okay, come on, let's go this way.
Our entertainment center.
Now we will go into the classroom. And it's very beautiful in there.
And Clark's room. Let's go into Clark's room.
Okay.
Someone has hung a teddy bear up on the wall that's really not supposed to be there. Well, this is not really a room. This is really part of a laundry room that we've hung a extra wall on and made into a room for Clark.
In back of the wall is our food storage.
He's gotten some new trophies from gymnastics, and
That's what's supposed to be
he has one trophy that he earned as the Carlinville Junior High Outstanding 7th Grade Band Student. That's one of his things, and the rest is all Cubs and more Cubs.
He's our big Cub fan.
This is where he sleeps. The next
Grandma and
room,
Grandpa Johnson will recognize that picture,
and the next
which
room,
hung in our house for, I don't know, 30 years.
the next room is Stewart's. We're going in
But we
under
should,
our own. It says warning, keep out.
but we
Punishment can be up to $10 fine or 1 week of grounding. The legal entrance is permission given by Stewart. Thank you, and that's signed by the management. So we're going in with great fear and trembling. And this is the new furniture Stewart waited a long time to get.
Yeah, you can climb with this.
Here it is.
It's hard to climb with this.
Stuart, as you can see, is a great collector of cups.
And other things. He likes to collect everything. He also wouldn't let us throw away the old television, which he somehow figured out if he can make work, and the old VCR, which he has not been able to make work. But he won't let anything be thrown away. And the 2 old tape recorders. He's got everything.
And so he's got 3 radios, a TV, and a VCR, and I think maybe
Really?
one of them worked.
And then he has 2 cups.
He's also collected some old license plates from some of our old cars.
So he likes to collect things. Now
California, Utah, Minnesota, Wyoming.
And
I
then
don't know
he
whatever
collects
happened to our
shoes
Texas
like that.
license plate.
I think
See
Ty's
over
got
there?
Texas in
Dad,
here.
did you see the
Nope,
shoes?
he doesn't. This is the bathroom for the boys, and they never use it. They always come upstairs. Stuart only uses this to shower in the morning. And as you can see, we have more athletic posters that the boys have hung up without permission. Then across the hall from the bathroom is the room for 3 more boys. And this is Guy's bed, Clay's bed, and over there is Zane's bed. And Julie asked me where I kept my books. She couldn't remember. And this is where we keep the books for the children, and I've organized them so that they're not always falling down. These are all the books that Gary reads at night to Zane. And here are some of
I'm
the
going to die.
here are some of the religious stories. And these are kind of the classic books, and these are the paperbacks. And these are all the textbooks I have with arithmetic, math, science, social studies that I've gotten at flea markets for about $1. And then I've got my Hardy Boys things here. These are the trophies the boys have earned from baseball and Pinewood Derby and gymnastics, and they keep moving them over here, and I keep moving them back because I don't like them over there on top of the chest of
Here's
drawers.
the bunk beds and Zane's bed, and there's Jocelyn again.
Jocelyn sitting on Zane's bed. And there's a couple of license plates Guy was able to grab.
Get away from Stuart
Yes.
at great pain and suffering.
And so that is our downstairs. We will go around turning off all the lights, which Gary loves us to do. And tomorrow morning, we're going to start with a day in the life of Karen and take her from early morning when she wakes up through some of the things she does, her eating, her playtime, her bath time, and back to bed. And that won't be very long, but we'll just take you through some of those. So that will be tomorrow.